I don't like talking. I just add stuff up.
Well, you gotta learn how to talk too. It's okay.
Right. No, I'm good. I mean, I have to talk to clients and everything, so I should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that me? Is that your alert?
That was mine. I don't know. Do I need to turn them off? I don't know how. Wonder if I could turn it off.
Just turn off, just close your other windows.
Well, no, it's just coming up on its own. Like, I don't know how to do it. It's just like I don't have any windows open.
It's okay.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna do it again.
Hopefully not. Yeah.
What time is it there right now?
It's
like
12.
noon.
Yes.
What's she doing in bed?
Well, she works the 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. I work 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So she might get up, but this is usually when she's sleeping.
Gross. Oh, that's so terrible.
But she stays up all night. I can't do it.
Is that like you're awake during the day for positive transitioning?
Right. And then I have my accounting business, so people are calling me anyways,
Oh.
So I'm up during the day, and she's a night person, so then she'll be up throughout the night.
I gotcha.
Any calls or, in case anybody tries to contact us or volunteers, they're working. So in case, they need some help or anything. She's the midnight shift. I guess we overlap sometimes.
That's
I'll
cool.
stay up late just to be around, but yeah, mostly she's on the midnight shift. After 12, I'm gone.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit.
Yeah.
Our shifts are 6 to 6 out here if we're on watch. So sometimes at 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Super gross.
Yeah. I don't know if I could do that. I'm not an overnight person.
No, it sucks.
Right.
What are you gonna do?
Right. Have to do what you have to do.
Yep. And I'm gonna do it most days. I didn't have it the last 3 days, but I was the 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. guy, which isn't too bad.
Yeah, I could do that.
It's not too bad, right? But what are you gonna do?
Right.
Gotta pay the bills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or be homeless.
Well, I could go talk days for that on that topic, but it's a whole other thing.
I guess you don't have to, right? Right. It's all in your mind,
Mind games.
Right. Exactly.
All righty. I think we should kick this thing off. You ready?
All right. Yep, I'm ready.
We're recording. So if it sucks or you stumble and stutter,
okay,
or if you want to just cross something off, or if you have to go in a rage a fit of Tourette's in the middle of this, it's no big deal because we'll just edit it out.
Okay.
Okay.
That's cool.
If you get just
I don't
lost.
know where to look. Where should I look at? Up here? Or I'm looking at you on my screen. I don't know if it matters.
So I've got the Zoom shrunk in, so you're on top of me. So if I look at you, like I'm looking at you right now, how do my eyes look? Pretty good?
Oh, they look right, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm looking up because you're at down and I'm on top. Does that matter? So you say you have me up.
Yeah. I like you on top.
Oh, let me see how I can do this. I don't know how to change it. Okay. How do you change it?
I don't know. Just automatically puts you on top.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think I've got it.
Yeah.
Does that look right?
Always looks right to me.
Okay. Cool. I'm ready.
Are you ready? You know what we're talking about today?
The app, right? And the virtual workplace.
Yep. So
And I forgot the third thing.
Well, so we're going to talk about, I'm going to say hi, do a little intro, say I'm on the air with Lakia Goodman, one of the founders of Positive Transitioning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the way that the place I have this written on my page because it's like, who the heck are you guys? Oh, yeah. Positive Transitioning. And I'm going to say, how are you doing today? And you're going to say whatever it is you feel like saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say, tell us about positive transitioning. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to give us the rundown of what it is, or whatever you want to say in 2 minutes. And then we're going to talk about, we've got the app, the 24-hour hotline, some of the things that are included in the app. You've got the Facebook style virtual workplace and my.workplace.com,
Mm-hmm.
and what that looks like and how to coordinate your workspace on that. And then you find, I'll probably give a shout out to volunteers. You guys said that most of your volunteers comes from Volunteer Match.
Right.
I think that's something people could do some learning on, is figuring out where the heck to find their volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just see how it goes.
Yep.
It's okay to bring up a story to help make a point. It's okay to get off track a little bit and have a little fun.
Okay.
And, when I'm done with this thing, I'm going to pull out a quote from the show. I'm going to put it on a shirt. I'm going to put it on the website. And then whatever sells with your name on it, I'm going to give you $5. You sell 1,000 of these, I give you $5,000.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's okay.
All right.
Y'all ready? Y'all fired up? You getting stretched out? Get your arms working? Yeah.
Yeah, I have to
You
wake up.
don't want to cramp on the air. There's nothing like you can't recover from a cramp like that.
I know. And then my daughter's over here, so hopefully she doesn't interrupt me.
Oh, how old's your baby?
She's 3.
My first baby, just turned 17. Because
Nice.
I'm old.
Well, I have a 21-year-old too.
Ain't no way you got a 21-year-old. You're lying. We're recording this shit. You lying to me right now?
No.
That's not cool. You shouldn't lie.
I'm not lying. She just started at Walmart. Working at Walmart.
I used to work at Walmart. Walmart pays for college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. All
right. Let's get it fired up here.
Okay.
You ready? I'm ready.
Yep.
I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready. Yep, I'm ready.
All right. Hey, this is Travis Johnson, a nonprofit architect, helping you build a stronger nonprofit. Jump on over to patreon.com/nonprofit architect. Throw us $5-10 a month. It's not going to break the bank. It's going to help support us, keep us on the air. Look for behind the scenes content that you're not going to catch on the podcast over on Patreon. I'm here today with Lakia Goodman. Lakia and her sister Portia are the masterminds behind the scenes of positive transitioning. Lakia, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Thank you for inquiring about my well-being. Tell us about this great program you have with Positive Transitioning.
So Positive Transition, we are an app and web-based nonprofit organization that helps individuals returning from incarceration back to their communities. So we believe in, making our communities strong, and people that are returning from prison or jail, I believe that they need extra help. And in order for our communities to stay strong or be strong, we have to help, basically our weakest link, or people that are returning, they might not be able to be employed or find housing or, even food. So we believe that, they need assistance. They're not that many organizations out there assisting them, or there wasn't in the past. Now there are a lot of organizations, starting up that are assisting them. But that's why we started Positive Transition, to help people returning from prison. And then also we tried to make it technology based so we can help anyone, anywhere, even in rural areas, and then also volunteer. So anybody can volunteer wherever they are. So that's how we started Positive Transition, and the basic,
That's
business
really
model.
cool. Yeah, that's really cool. They can get out, and as soon as they get out, they can download an app, and on your app, you have things like workforce development, education, housing assistance, family reintegration, legal assistance, medical management, and financial stability. All really
Right.
the pillars of life. And it'd be wonderful if people were learning this at an earlier age, not just when they're getting out of jail. But I
Right.
suppose that's a whole other topic. But you
Exactly.
guys offer that, and that's fantastic.
Yes, and then we also have pre-release coaches. So we have a 24-hour resource listening line that's connected with the app, and they can call us at any time to get resources, or they can go on the app and get resources at any time. So that's how we are able to help anyone, anywhere. And then we also have classrooms on the app that we're developing, just information about the nonprofit organization, of course, like fundraising and how to donate to the organization, quotes for people that, like to read quotes every day. We're soon to have a recipe area to help people with, health and wellness when they're getting out and they need assistance with, finding recipes and things like that. I might need to stop.
Go pee.
Sorry. I'm
Don't
sorry.
worry. We got people. They're going to edit that
Right.
out. That's going to sound
Okay, I
all
know.
professional. Did she
Right.
say, I got to go pee? I got to go pee?
Yes. Can I run? I'm gonna take her upstairs. Hopefully
Okay.
she'll stay upstairs with her dad. Hold on one second. I'm sorry.
All right.
Come on. Yeah, go upstairs. Come on. Don't come downstairs. Okay. Go upstairs. Sorry about that. She's upstairs now.
All righty.
Okay.
We're going to count you back in. 3,
No.
2, 1. I love how you have that app and you've got that 24-hour access. But it's not, I know you and your sister split the shift, and one of you takes overnights and you take the days. But you have this whole crew of volunteers. How do you find volunteers, and how do you coordinate all their training?
Yes, so we find volunteers through volunteermatch.org. It's been great for us. We have found, I think, over like 140 volunteers from that website.
140 volunteers? That's nuts.
Yes. And we also use 2 other websites that I can't remember the exact names of them, but we don't get as many
Idealist and
volunteers.
All
Yeah.
for the Good.
Right. Sorry, my sister does all the volunteer stuff,
That's
but
all
that's
right. I
correct.
took
Idealist
notes.
and All for the Good. So yes, that's where we find our volunteers. We list all of our opportunities, volunteer opportunities on there. And then people just respond back to those opportunities. And once they respond back, we automatically send them the application, where they fill out their information. And then we bring them into our training course. We have an onboarding, online or onboarding that we use through Facebook Workplace. And they go through our month onboarding training where we teach them different things about reentry. We have like different games and puzzles and stuff like that just to keep them engaged. And then we also have a separate online training that they take, which is about 2 hours, just about the organization and things like that. But we use the workplace to keep them engaged with each other and try to learn each other because we're all over, the nation. So we try to keep everyone talking and learning about each other and everyone's communities and things of that nature.
See, this is one of the coolest things coming from talking to you both is my.workplace.com. You can go in there and you can segment it out. You can have a section for training, a section for volunteers, different groups of coordination. You can coordinate different people in different areas. You can have an overall message board, a message board. It looks just like Facebook.
Yes, exactly like Facebook. But
It's
even better some way. I mean, it does the video, it has the chat, it has a phone, people can call each other. You have a file area where you can keep all your files for that group. For instance, if we have like our transition doula project, and we can keep all those files in one area, and then also keep the people that are involved in that group in one area and keep them informed of what's going on just for that specific, group. So we like it a lot. It's been very helpful, very helpful.
I have talked to a boatload of nonprofits, and two of the biggest things we come across is where do you find your volunteers? When you get that covered with volunteermatch.org, All for the Good, and Idealist. And then how do you coordinate everything? Because you don't have to set up your own website. You don't have to set up all this stuff. You can go in, do essentially a Facebook Live in the group and talk them through exactly what you want them to know. And it's free. And anyone in the nonprofit world, especially getting started, man, it's hard to beat free.
Yes, it's free because we receive the G Suites free, and then whoever has G Suites gets the Facebook Workplace also. So that's how we're able to get it for free too.
That is really cool. That is absolutely amazing. What do you think has been one of your biggest challenges in growing this nonprofit?
At first it was volunteers, keeping them engaged. We'll get volunteers, but because we are virtual, it's hard to keep them engaged and on the platform and making sure that we're giving them enough work. And we have work, but just making sure that we're, assigning a task, knowing who's available, who's not available. Sometimes because we're virtual, we allow them to come and go as they want, so they can volunteer 1 month and then maybe they're off for vacation the next month, so they can't volunteer, but that's fine. You can just come back, when you get off vacation and log in and you can see what's going on and what has been going on and, be able to keep up with the organization, what's, happening in the organization. Also the board, that's been, I know a lot of nonprofits have a difficulty with their board. And we allow the board also has a group on there so they can we keep in contact with the board, let them know what's going on at all times. They can even log on and see what's going on in the general area, and be able to talk to volunteers. So we always like to have that communication between everybody that's working together, to run the organization and to help others in their communities. So
I think that's amazing. I've been on a couple different boards, and getting together always seems like the hardest part. I was in Oklahoma City at the time, and driving across town to the north side to meet at an official board meeting in a board setting, it was kind of hassle.
right.
I love seeing the people. I love what we're talking about. I had a great time, but like getting there, it took me a hot minute. And the same with the other board that I was on. Eventually, one of the boards I was on, we went to group like Facebook calls or something at one point.
Right.
And I even forgot that one was coming up. I was at a networking group at a chamber of commerce talking about what it is that I do, and my phone buzzed, and I was like, "Oh, look, it's my video boardroom. I better answer this." And
Right.
they had come to expect that kind of shenanigans from me, just on based on who I am as a person. But
Right.
we're still able to get stuff done. we still provide each other a lot of value and still move the needle forward, which is the most important.
Yes. You don't realize the time that you save by going virtual or online. You don't have to worry about, you know, driving there, parking and all that. You just pull up your screen and now you're at a meeting. So I like that, you can be at home meeting, you still handle cooking or whatever you have to do and taking care of your family, but also, helping with the community and
Oh
being a
yeah.
part of a nonprofit organization. So
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly how I feel. With what we're doing right now, we're on a Zoom internet conference across
right.
the Atlantic Ocean and really in the Middle
Exactly.
East. And I think you're in Georgia, is that right?
I'm in Ohio now. Yes, Ohio.
Ohio now. Okay.
Hmm.
I get confused.
Yes.
Those are different states, I understand. But I mean, it is amazing what we can do with technology. If I go on vacation, if I wanted to, I could conduct interviews while I'm on vacation. If I'm
Right.
at the pyramids or I'm in Austria or in Budapest looking at, the second largest parliament in the world, I can hop on a quick call and before you know it, I'm recording a podcast and I'm able to do the things that I need to do. I can
Right.
be
Exactly.
on a holiday in New Year's in Dubai with my family and hop on and answer a message from my production company. It
Yes.
is just phenomenal to be in the digital space, not have to worry about commutes and all the other nonsense, finding childcare,
Right.
all that stuff
Definitely.
is is just the best. What do you do for fundraising? Because I imagine it's a little different for having people that are returning from prison. That's not exactly everyone's number one thing they want to donate to. There's all
Right.
the stigma and connotations and all that stuff, which I think is just garbage. But um,
Right.
how do you
So
fundraise for this?
So we're, doing the traditional fundraising. We have like Amazon account and all those good things that help people donate. But then we also um, are hosting an event called We Are the Spark this summer, where we're trying to raise funds and also get out into the community with other nonprofit organizations, and so they can set up booths and talk about their organization, and we can all try to work together, as nonprofits helping the community, basically serving the same people, making sure that they're just covered at all times. And then also, we have the workforce development area, and that is how we're going to also fund our organization, by starting businesses where we help train them, but then they also work to earn money, and then we also earn funds to help run the nonprofit organization, that are unrestricted funds to help do the things that we know that needs to happen, because a lot of time grants and things like that, of course we're also applying for grants, but sometimes they don't cover all the expenses that somebody might need. For instance, if they might need, money to start their own business, that a grant might not cover that, or transportation, or just food. A lot of grants don't cover food. So we want to be able to provide those things that, all the traditional funding and fundraising might not let you pay for an individual when they still need that assistance. And that might be like the roadblock that they, need to get by. They don't have enough food each month. Money for food each month. So if we can help them with that, that could take a stress off their back, and they might not go out and commit another crime by stealing, out of a grocery store or something like that, where they end up back in jail. So those are the ways that we plan to fund the organization, and then also help the communities by providing that person with a job. And then, just the community, some of the workforce development that we want to do is also giving back to the community. For instance, like if we have an auto mechanic shop, they will train in that auto mechanic shop, but then we will also help single mothers or people with disabilities or things like that, or other people like in the community that can't afford, you know, the regular auto mechanic to come to or go to their place and work on their car. So we're trying to find ways that, we're providing our clients a job, but then also assisting the community too in different ways. So it all kind of stays a nonprofit organization helping the community.
This is quite the undertaking, and you and Portia have done beautifully. I can't help but notice a lot of similarities between these different areas you have focused on here and what are the groups it might apply to. This would be fantastic for veterans returning back from deployment. This would be
Right.
fantastic for foster children aging out of the foster care system. All of
Yes.
these things are just wonderful. I actually have a connection for you for a couple of those people, which I'm sure would be very interested in what you do and how you do it. There's nothing more valuable to any organization than the size of their network.
Right. Right. We definitely want to partner with other nonprofit organizations. That is, the bulk of our resources is, of course, nonprofit organizations. And we know we can't take all this on ourselves, but we just want to be like a hub where if people call in and need assistance, we could say, oh, you know, there's a nonprofit right down the street from you that's, that can assist you. Here's their name and, number, and let us know when you contact them. And we might follow up with that, organization, say, hey, did such and such contact you? And they'll say, no, yes. And then, we can always go back to that person and like, well, were you able to get assistance? Just to keep that line of communication open and for everyone to know about, what's going on in their communities and who can assist them. Because I'll find out about organizations that I never knew about, and they probably were there 10 years, and it's just more like having that information available so nonprofits can fill up their classes and be able to spend their money correctly because they are helping everybody, and then for individuals to get the assistance that they need. So that's definitely why we have the resources in the app so people can find, resources in their area.
What you're describing is almost the same thing as I talked to the leader of Foster 360, Candace
Mm-hmm.
Leozu, and
Yes.
she found there's a ton of foster care and aging out of foster care resources in the greater Phoenix and Mesa, Arizona area. But what they didn't have was someone to, take the person by the hand and walk them through, help them navigate through all the different things that were available to them. And they
Right.
found a great sponsor in the United Way Mesa to be under their umbrella and actually be a navigator and not really have another add-on program, but to help them
Mm-hmm.
get through the things that they need to do. And it sounds exactly like the wonderful things that you're doing
Right.
with positive transitioning.
Yes, and once a person, if they need additional assistance beside a, quick reference, we also can assign them a life coach that can help them through their entire process and help them find employment, housing, basically make a plan for them specifically that they can use to assist, with their reentry process. And we have a year-long reentry program, but, we always call it, we're life coaching for life. So if you make it through that year and you still need assistance, we're always here to help. So that's what we believe in, just being a helping hand.
That's wonderful. And this is really kind of, a great way to use your day job. You're a nonprofit CPA by day and a
Yes,
nonprofit runner by night.
right. So I think it's great too, because as a nonprofit CPA, I get to see all the different organizations. I've worked with foster independent living programs. So I understand, the things that people are probably missing or that they're, you know, not able to pay for and things of that nature. So if you do come together as nonprofits working together, you'll be able to, maximize the assistance that you can give individuals. And I think that's like really what we're trying to do, make sure that, there's so much money out here for nonprofits, there's so much resources and information, but people are still getting left out. And it's just, how do you, make that communication happen where you know about every nonprofit in your area, or they know about you that you need assistance. So I
Mhm.
think, and then data, going virtual, we found out that we can basically know any data that we need to know: how many people are calling us, how many people we're assisting, who's clicking on our ads, who's clicking on our Facebook posts, so that data also helps with providing services and who really needs services. So
Yeah, it's a great way to track to see who needs it when they come out, which ones are they clicking on more, which ones need some updating, and how that matters.
right,
What
right.
is your vision for positive transitioning over the next few years?
Oh, look, I guess a vision. I don't even know the right word, but I think big, I guess.
You're a
So,
mathematician, right? You're a mathematician, a magician, and a visionary all in one.
right.
Yeah.
So I guess how I see it is basically it's going to run itself because we do have the virtual workplace. We have volunteers. I can see volunteers all over the nation and actually the world. We have volunteers in India, Cambodia, England, Australia. So just seeing people just helping each other all over with really whatever resources, because the app and the web-based life coaching can help anybody with any situation that they're going through. We just saw that incarceration and people returning to the community is the first, I think, people that we need to help. They might need the most assistance, but at the end of the day, our programs can really help anyone that needs assistance. So when anybody calls, we answer their question. We don't had a mother call and her daughter needed assistance with drug and substance abuse. She wasn't a felon or anything, but she just needed help. And so we helped her find a place in her area and that her daughter can go to get drug and substance abuse. So we really try to help anyone. Of course, as a nonprofit, they want you to focus on one area. So that's where we started our focus on.
Yeah, they want you to meet your mission, and I think that's very important. Right. But, sometimes it's okay to help other people too.
Right.
Well, Lakia, it's been great talking to you. Where can people find you? Where's the best place, the number one place you want people to get a hold of you?
First off, our website, www.positivetransition.org. You kind of can get links to everything, we're from there. We're on Facebook. We're on, where are we? Everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, soon to be Snapchat. Like I said, we have our app. So we're on the Google Play Market right now, soon to be on the Apple Market in first quarter of 2020. So you kind of can find us anywhere online. And, our headquarters is in Columbus, Ohio. So we'll be having events here to start off with. But because we do have volunteers everywhere, we plan to be everywhere eventually. And we're getting our volunteers set up so they can be in their community doing positive transitioning work.
I love that. Collaboration over competition.
Right.
Thanks a lot, Lakia. Exactly. It's been great having you on the show.
Thank you. It's been awesome. Appreciate you.
That's it. It's a show. It wasn't that hard. What are you worried about?
No, it wasn't. Just baby in the background. I guess she was the main thing.
Yeah, teach her what this is right here.
Right.
Elbows.
She doesn't care.
Y'all doing great stuff.
Thank you.
I love what you're doing.
We're trying to pull it all together. It's a task, of course, but Portia's here too now.
Oh. Good morning, sleepyhead. You're up way too early. You have to go to bed now.
I know she can't.
You gotta go to bed. You should be sleeping.
I know.
She probably jumped up because she realized I had the interview, but I already had it taken care of.
Yep. I jumped up because I knew she had the interview.
You go back to bed.
Yeah.
It was good seeing you.
Nice seeing you. Hope you're sleeping well.